Well, hey there guys, thanks for joining us. It's the end of August, we're getting close to the end of summer. Woodstock has passed, but wait, there's still another mega festival in the future. Guys, yes, thanks for joining us here. It is another Flashback Friday. Boy, we got a big one today. I mean, before we were talking about Woodstock, huge concert, 3 days of peace and music. And now we have the Isle of Wight, which was almost, not quite, but almost, potentially, twice as big as Woodstock. The Isle of Wight Festival in 1970 was held at this time of year, that's right, this day in history, in 1970, but the festival started in 1968 with much smaller audiences, so we're going to talk all about that. But it went from 68, 69, and 70, then was revived in the early 2000s. The first festival was held at Forum Farm near God's Hill. That was on the 31st of August and 1st of September in 1968. There were about 10,000 people that attended the first concert. Bands that headlined were Jefferson Airplane and Arthur Brown, The Move, Smile, T-Rex, Ainsley Dunbar. Other bands like Retaliation, Plastic Penny, Fairport Convention, and The Pretty Things also performed. And again, that was about 10,000 people. Then again, it moved the following year on August 30th through the 31st in 1969 in Wootton. This had an estimated attendance of 150,000 people, so boy did it grow. And of course, hearing about Woodstock, you know, people wanted to go to these big festivals. Now this one included Bob Dylan, the band, which of course was his backup band, The Nice, The Pretty Things, Marcia Hunt, The Who. Now if you think we have some crazy named bands today, check some of these out. The Third Ear Band, Bonzo Dog Doodah Band, Fat Mattress, and of course the great Joe Cocker. There were a lot of celebrities also in attendance at this festival, including John Lennon and Yoko Ono, George Harrison, Patty Boyd, Ringo Starr, his wife Maureen at the time, Keith Richards, Jane Fonda. There were a whole lot of people at that 69 festival. Then came the mega monster, the huge one, in 1970. Now this was held between August 26th and the 30th at Alton Down. The attendance was estimated by the Guinness Book of World Records to be between 600,000 and 700,000 people. Now Woodstock, of course, was estimated on the high side at around 400,000. Can you imagine 700,000 people in one place to attend a concert? That is amazing. Now some say that it may have only been half of that, but you know how that is. Who knows what the real number was, but either way it was gigantic. Now the big acts again that attended this is kind of funny, this was the opposite of Woodstock. Richie Havens opened Woodstock and Jimi Hendrix closed Woodstock. Well, it was just the opposite at the Isle of Wight 1970. It was Richie Havens who closed it and Jimi Hendrix who opened it. Other people who played were the great Miles Davis, Jethro Tull, 10 Years After, Chicago, The Doors, Lighthouse, The Who, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, The Moody Blues, Joni Mitchell, Chris Christopherson, Donovan, John Sebastian. All sorts of great acts played at the 1970 concert. Now, can you imagine 700,000 people, up to 700,000 people in one place? Now, of course, that spread throughout a few days. But even still, just the masses of people that were at these concerts is just truly amazing. And who knows if these things will ever be repeated or not. But I'm sure eventually somebody's going to try, and we only hope that those can go off as peacefully as these mega festivals did in the late 60s and early 70s. And not all of them. Altamont was no picnic. And that's kind of, I think, what killed the festival vibe. Now, back in those days, the Isle of Wight festivals were stopped because they had passed an ordinance saying that there could be no more than 5,000 people gathered in one space under particular conditions. like the concerts they had put on. So that kind of put the nix on the outdoor festivals. But again, they had revamped everything and had revived the festivals in 2002, I believe it was. So the Isle of Wight concerts, huge over there in England. We salute our cousins over there, guys. You guys really know how to do it. All right, guys, well, we thank you so much for joining us here at Rock Hard Riffs and our special Friday videos, Flashback Friday videos. We really appreciate your support. Please leave a comment if you enjoy these videos, and we will see you next video.